children. And you guys have already done that, so she's pissed. Take my word for it. So it's going to be a lot of fires. And these fires are going to be to burn up all these structures of these stubborn people that has deliberately stolen the commodities of us melanated people from this earth and left us into a state of death. We're slowly dying on the earth. So the earth has decided she's going to fight back in defense of her children. And so the mother segment, our mother, that black lava rock that you see there on the road, is just putting it in your face of who's getting in that ass. Melanin is getting in that ass. And melanin is our universal source of pure potential, well, where everything comes from. Okay, so now as you can see this right here, that will be this serpent fire I'm telling you about. You can see that. It's synonymous, like the Nile River. Do you see how the earth talks to you? You see the serpentine of the snake, the way a snake will move if it was traveling down the road. Okay? So now, my point is, we're all going to have to be responsible for what we allow to happen on our planet to ourselves. So let me get back to the point. I got inspirations, inclinations, instructions, orders. Okay? Dispatch. Go to LA. Now, I thought I was going to LA to be in movies, because I was in this movie once with this movie director named Antoine Fuqua, and it was a Bruce Willis movie. And when I was in that movie, some weird stuff started happening to me in that movie. That's when one day that director, Antoine Fuqua, which was his name, he's a black man. And he was talking to all of us, because all of us, we were commando soldiers in our movie called Tears of the Sun. And they had really pissed us off. They had made us really mad because of some bad politics. And we and those guys decided we weren't going to go to work until we talked to the director. And then, believe it or not, the director actually stopped his shoot. He was shooting. And we was like, no, we're not going to go to work till we talk to him. We don't care. They was like, well, you're all going to be fired. And we said, well, fuck it, fire us then. It was like about 40 of us too. And so the white guys were like, you guys better go to set, or we're going to have you at the plane and you're going back home. And we was like, okay, we'll all go home then. And so they was like ready to go home. And I told them, I said, you know what? No, don't go home. Fuck them. I said, you know what we're going to do? We're going to talk to the director and tell him, because he probably doesn't know. So we was like, we're not leaving. We're not. They was like, the van's out here, you guys get in the van. And we said, no, we're not leaving. We want to talk to the director, because we want our shit. We want our answer. We want our demands answered right now. So believe it or not, they went and got him. I ain't lying, you guys. They actually went and got the director. It took him 30 minutes to show up, but he actually stopped his shoot. He was on the other side somewhere shooting another scene with Bruce Willis. He was shooting a Bruce Willis scene. And for some reason, him and Bruce Willis decided, yeah, you take your ass over there and talk to them or whatever. So he came over there and he was talking to us. And then when he was talking to us, he was telling us, he was saying, listen, you know what I'm saying? I can't do nothing about all that. I'm limited. I know what I did. I picked you guys. I handpicked every one of you guys to be here. So the least you can do is help me shoot this out. He said, that's between you and them white people. You know that. Now, I need to finish my movie. I want you guys to let me shoot this footage, and then after this we'll see what's going to happen. But right now, don't stab me in the back. I don't have nothing to do with that. You do all that, you're going to mess up my movie. That's what he was saying to us. And we was like listening to him, and we all agreed. We was like, he right. We ain't going to stab him in the back. We going to go on and finish, because he ain't the one that's doing this shit to us. It's the white people that was doing it. So it was because of that he was able to finish, because he was smart. See, he didn't come out there with none of those stuck-up brother shit. Yeah, well, the white people said y'all fucking up and y'all want to do what y'all told, so get your ass in the van and get out of here. Nah, he was too damn smart to do that. He thought, I know what he was thinking, because I could feel his vibration. He was saying, they already here. So why am I going to send all them away and have to get 40 more people on the plane and out here and all that? So see, that's the mind of the black man. But ego of the white man, we'll just get rid of all 40 of the asses and get another 40. That's how expendable we are. But then we had a problem with getting paid. That's what that was all about. But we're that expendable, where they would spend money to bring in 40 whole new people, but they can't pay us. But Antoine was too smart for that shit. So that's why we finished shooting. But they fired me and sent me home because they got mad at me because I started getting in their ass because I was too spiritual. Let me tell you guys what happened. When I was listening to that man talk, I swear to you guys, this is the truth. I was so angry at those white people. I wanted to kill them. And they had us chasing them with guns through the woods all day long. So can you imagine the energy behind that, chasing white people with guns? And you can't really kill their ass? And I say that, and I know it sounds horrible, but that was really the truth. We was all angry and upset about the way we were being treated. And then at the same time, our jobs were to chase these guys with these freaking guns all day long, chasing these white boys, Bruce Willis and shit, you know. That was so horrible. It was just running my ass crazy, you know. So listen, let me explain something to you guys. There was so much chemical shit going on in my head behind all this stress and the hard work, and I was working in a hot ass sun. And while he was talking, he was saying, I'm going to make a movie, and you guys just keep it real. And when I make this next movie, I'm going to remember all you guys and get you all right back out here. And when he was saying that, the universe started speaking to me and said, that motherfucker's going to make $1 billion off of that movie. That's what it said to me. I swear to you, I'm not lying. That's what it said. It spoke right in my ear. It said that he's going to make $1 billion when he do that movie. That's what it said to me. And then as soon as it said that, it said something else. I won't tell you guys what else it said. But it really said some shit that really tripped me out. And then it started speaking a language in my ear that I had never heard before. And I don't know what was going on. But after that thing spoke that language to me, I changed. I was a whole different person. Right there in that movie set. So see, something happened in that movie that activated the God that was hid down inside of me and turned me on. Okay? That's where it got turned on at. But the reason I brought that up is because I started remembering about Hawaii and why I went to LA and what happened when I got in LA about this fire. Back to that. Okay. They fired me from that movie because they thought I was the person who orchestrated that strike, but I was not. I was actually doing very well in that movie, and I regretted that that shit had came up, because if there was any time I was gonna try to overlook oppression, it was right then. I'm out there shining and every damn thing, and it's like, no, you motherfuckers are not. And they're like, we're not gonna go to work. And I'm like, oh, this is not happening, because every place else where I had a stupid ass McDonald's job or a dumb ass mop the floor and take out the garbage job, nobody wanted to stand up for the mistreatment. But then here, when it's real high stakes, this is where everybody gonna put my true heart to the test. I was so angry about that. But me being the trooper that I am, I stuck on the side of the oppressed, which was a dumbass thing to do, because as soon as those white people started looking for heads to cut off, everybody went ahead there. So you know who they found? My ass, okay? I had my ass on that bus and on that plane so damn fast. The only thing beat my ass to that damn airplane was the damn pilot. But check this shit out. I learned a lot. I ain't gonna lie to you. I learned so much from that experience that it made me the confident man that I am today. But here's the deal. When I went back to Hawaii after that, that shit puzzled me for a long time. You know, I mean, it really did. Everything about the high stakes, the high possibility of becoming a known, famous movie star and all that old shit, all that shit was right there, right in my hand. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, ain't this a bitch? I roll with these little faggot motherfuckers. And then the first chance they get to shit on me, they all shitted on me. When they came looking for somebody to cut their head off, you should have seen all those other brothers all gang up and all point the finger at me like I was the bad person, you know? But I'll say, before they fired me, I went up there and I got in that ass. I let them motherfuckers have it about the way they treated us. And I left. But this is what happened. I was in Hawaii, not even thinking about that LA's nothing. I didn't want to have nothing to do with no Hollywood or nothing. But the universe kept bugging me all the time. We want you to go to LA. We want you to go down there. And it was like, what the hell you want me to go to LA for? I'm not going to LA. It's just that simple. I'm not going to that raggedy ass city, okay? Alright? Shit. My car flipped over, boom, 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 all that I told you about. No dents. I got out. I was like, okay. And then I got in the hot ass water and didn't get burnt. I was like, okay. It was just all kind of weird stuff going on, you know. Oh, on the beach, I had a job at the Royal Kona Estates. I was a security guard, and I used to work on the beach behind those fancy houses. And the spirits used to always talk to me. They was young spirits, Hawaiian girl spirits, like 14 or 15. They were so young, but they used to just come around me and play with me all the time. Well, I thought they was Hawaiian spirits. I found out now that it was a lot of ancestors that was messing with me, but I didn't know all about that stuff. But what happened was one night, this thing kissed me on the face and giggled. It was a little girl. She was like about 14, I guess, because I could feel her spirit, her energy. I was on the wall. I was sitting on the wall rolling me up a joint. I was going to smoke me a joint. I went out there, and I was rolling the joint. I heard her start giggling. I said, I know you here. And she was running around playing with me, and you couldn't see her, but I could feel her. And then she kissed me on the face. I was like, wow, you know. I thought that was really cool, you know. So about 3 nights later, my girlfriend came over there. She was working on the post with me. Because she worked, me and her both worked on the same security team. I met her on that job. And she was real feisty ass girl. And she came there one night and I was like, look, I gotta stay here because I'm gonna have to do a phone check. But you need to go do a patrol. Because I was training her. Somebody had quit and they was gonna let her work that post when I'm not there. And I told her, I said, you need to take the tugger and go down there and hit the diggy. We had things where you had to touch the wand to it to show that you were present at a certain time. And I told her, I said, Paula, listen, when you go out there, those girls is out there. I say, yo, be careful, man, because it's about 3 female spirits out there and they are really aggressive. She said, I've been living in Hawaii all my life. You ain't got to tell me what to do. I know about these spirits around here. I say, Paula, listen to me. Those girls are really strong spirit. They're not just the kind you hear. They can actually touch you. One of those girls kissed me on the face the other night. She said, ain't no girl kissed you on your face. I say, Paula, listen to what I'm saying to you. I'm not lying to you. They are very strong spirited out there. I'm trying to tell you. Whatever. I seen her hop her ass on the scooter and drive away. I thought to myself, all right. I tried to tell her ass. I guess about 9 minutes later, I see the little light from the scooter coming back to the guard shack. And I was like, damn, why is she back so early? Because the whole patrol takes about 40 minutes. She's coming back in 9 minutes. And I'm like, damn, that was quick. What happened? So I knew something happened. So I got on the radio. I'm like, what's up? Nothing. I'm like, Paula, you all right? Nothing. So she gets back to the guard shack. She all broke up. She got dirt all on her ass. She got a hole in her pants. On her knee, blood coming out. I'm thinking somebody done attacked her ass on the beach, right? My little heart is beating. I'm thinking somebody done grabbed my girl. I'm like, what the hell happened? What's wrong? Why are you bleeding? Oh shit, what happened? What happened? Leave me alone. Don't say nothing to me. So she walked right past me and she go into the bathroom and shut the door. So I'm standing outside the door. I'm talking to her. I'm saying, Paula, you all right? Who did that to you? She don't say nothing. I say, what is wrong with you? Why ain't you talking to me? What happened to you? She didn't say nothing. Paula brought her ass out that bathroom. And she was going back over there. And then she gave me the flashlight. She said, can you go do the patrol? And I looked at her. I said, oh, what happened? And she said, yeah. You was right. You was right. I said, what do you mean I was right? She said, the girls, they pushed me off the wall. They pushed me off the wall. I say, see, I told your ass. She was out there walking on that wall, and the girls pushed her off. They was jealous because she was out there kissing me on that wall earlier that night. And they got jealous. Spirits can get jealous. They really can. So anyway, I kept getting all these, and I'm just telling you guys all this stuff so you can see how powerful the spirit world is. A lot of people don't have these interactions with it, so that's why I'm taking time out to let you guys know there's another part of our universe that you probably don't know about that exists just as much as you do. Take my word on that. Okay. I kept getting inclinations to go to LA. The biggest one that I got was the man, some white guy, accosted me on my bike and just seriously demanded that I go to LA. And he came out of nowhere and spoke to me, and I turned my head for 1 second. And you know, it was weird because this guy kept keeping up with me even though I was riding the bike. I couldn't understand that. I was thinking, how can this guy be walking this fast? I was riding the bike. And he was just walking, and he wasn't even putting a lot of effort out, but he was just keeping up with me. And I kept thinking to myself, this got to be the healthiest damn man, because I was pedaling a bike, and he was just walking next to me like, what's up? And I was thinking, how are you keeping up with me? But it was so fuzzy and so weird that it was so much stuff to think about going on. But I just couldn't think about shit all the time because there was just always something going on. Damn, I couldn't believe it. So I'm looking at this man and he tells me, well, you know you're supposed to be in LA, right? And when he said that, he said, yeah, you on the bike. You should be in LA. There's money for you in LA. And when he said that, I turned my head to look in front of me to make sure I wouldn't ride into anything. And in that little bit of gesture, a head turn, I looked in front of me to make sure I didn't crash. And when I looked back to finish communicating with this white guy, that fucker was gone. I swear I'm not lying to you guys. He was just gone. I was like, no, ain't that some shit? So anyway, things kept getting worse and worse. The universe wants you to do something, you're going to do it. So I had a job where I was making good money. I had 2 jobs in the same hotel. I was the freaking houseman in the daytime and the security guard at night. Don't ask me how I worked that out. I just did it because I put my mind to it. It was something I wanted to do, and I did it. I worked it out. Of course, everybody that I worked with was so jealous because I had Paula ass with her fine ass and all the other things that was going on. So I had a bunch of enemies. You know, they was just so freaking hateful. You know, not to mention that it was a whole bunch of fine ass Filipino girls, especially this one named. Well, I ain't gonna say no names, but boy, I worked with a fine ass Filipino girl. I wanted to get a hold to her ass too, but I couldn't. She was married, but damn, she was really beautiful though. And you know what, yo? I left and I went to LA. Man, it was so hard in LA. It was so hard to live. I lived in a shelter for about a month. I got robbed, you name it. All kind of shit went on down there. Finally, I ended up in this house where I was living at with some freaking crazy ass people. It was like a halfway house. I was paying a lady $500 a month for a bedroom, living with a whole bunch of other crazy ass people. It was just crazy off the hook. And the universe kept telling me, I want you to go tell that man that I'm going to burn down their houses. That's what it kept saying to me. I'm not going to say the man's name because I'm not going to do that. But they gave me a specific name to go looking for. And I was like, oh, hell no, what is this? You know what I mean? And I was like, I'm not going to be one to get involved with nothing like that. Them guys is gangsters. They're going to kill me talking that crazy shit. And the universe was like, don't worry about them. You do what I tell you to do. Get your ass down there and tell them what I said. Now, I remembered my car flipping over and all that stuff. And I lived in LA for about 4 months before I finally went to where I was supposed to go. I went to a place called Revolution Studios in Los Angeles, California. And when I went in there, there was a security guard there. And I said, listen, I've been sent here to give a message to somebody. And he was like, that person doesn't work here. I said, oh no. He said, no, they don't work here. He said, well, what is the message? And I had made a little demo. And I said, it's right here. So I gave it to the guy. And when he was looking at it, somebody was talking to him in a headpiece. And they was like, woo, who's that? And this and that, woo, and all that stuff. But anyway, whoever was talking to him, I believe, had some predisposition about me because he started asking me a lot of questions, like, what's your phone number? How can we get in touch with you and this and that and all that stuff? And I was like reluctant to give him any information. But anyway, I left. The information that was on the demo was information about celebrity houses getting burnt up. When I got home, and sat on the couch. Malibu was on fire. And 1,500 of those celebrity houses got burnt up. Look at that. That gets no better. That's the snake. That's that serpentine fire I'm telling you guys about. See, this is how nature shows you. You see how it moves like a snake? This is what nature wants you to be aware of, for that this is not a joke. You're dealing with some spiritual energy. That's that serpent power I'm telling you about right there. The serpentine fire is what that is. That's what you guys have to look forward to for your wickedness. Anyway, making a long story short, I dropped off the message about the celebrity homes getting burnt and the whole city of Malibu got burnt up. I'm not boasting. This is what you call a courtesy media interjection. Okay? That's what that is. I am giving you guys an introduction to how reliable my information is. So if I say to you, Mayor, that my mom wants me to be sustained, or if I say to any CEO that your business practices is not acceptable on this planet, and if you don't start being more selective with your workforce, your building is going to be burnt up. Just like I said earlier. That's when it got implemented. When I said it earlier. That was it. That's when I spoke it into manifestation. When I said it, I've already written it down. See, I know how it works. Once I write it down and say it, it's a wrap. So see, black people need jobs too. Black people need money too. You guys are going to stop murdering us on this planet. And we will be sustained. Or you're going to see a whole lot of this shit right where all you rich ass people live at that stole everything from us to keep it for yourself. This is where all that materialism is going to end up at. Becoming this right here. Believe that shit. Because everything that you are hoarding is the stuff that's stopping our asses from existing. And it's not going to be that way anymore. Because I'm sitting here now, behind my rent and everything, much potential and intelligence I have, because I'm victimized by your biased ass politics. That's why I'm not going to have no problem burning up all your homes. I'm letting you know that shit right now. So when it start happening, don't say you was not warned. Call Bruce Willis. Call those fools and ask them. Verify what I just said. Ask him. You know I wouldn't tell a lie like that if it wasn't true. This is what I'm saying. You can get Bruce Willis to corroborate my story if you don't believe me. If you can get in touch with his ass. He's very busy, I'm sure. But he's very much reputable. He got all the credibility in the world. And I'm sure he would tell you, oh, Paul Shields, that motherfucker. Oh yeah, you might not want to rub him too close. Take my word on that. That's what he'll tell you. So, I'm saying that to you guys because I know everybody's busy. You're not going to be able to do everything in one day. But you should make a game plan. Got to start somewhere. Start with a game plan. Just say, I don't know how I'm going to do it, but some kind of way, I'm not going to let my house get burnt up. Just think that way. All you big rich ass judges, doctors, lawyers, all you guys who set up a condition where people be ignorant as hell, and you have your little status quo, and the way you do things, where as long as people remain ignorant, you can remain wealthy. You are the guys that I'm talking to. You guys, those of you who love to keep me in your stupid court system when you know I ain't stole shit. You think it's a joke to harass me. Well, I don't like that. Not at all. I need to pay the people that trust me to live in their houses, to drive their vehicles. I need to buy gasoline. I gotta heal people on this planet. It's a lot of shit I've been sent here to do. And if I can't feed myself, how in the hell am I going to be able to do it? So all you broke ass white people, don't get mad at me for talking to these people the way I need to, because these people are the reason why your ass is broke. And as long as you're broke, I'm going to be burning up their houses. So shut your ass up and don't try to ride on that white shit with them, because those motherfuckers did not invite your ass to the boat ride. They used you as much as they're using me. So shut your ass up. I got God work to do. Don't piss God off or your ass going to be in the fire too. I'm just letting you guys know this. This is the first beginning of touch. Right now. Just see that shit and know. That's all you want to do is see it. Once you see it, that's perception. Okay? Reaction is what's necessary now. This is your perception, Judge. This is your perception, Mayor. This is your perception, Mr. and Mrs. CEO. All you freaking criminals. Know this. God has sent me here to warn you. There will be sustainment, or your shit gonna get burned up. It's real simple. I'm not lying to you guys. I'm telling you the truth. All this poverty needs to stop. You selfish bastards. It just needs to stop. This is not right that all these children, everybody on earth, starving, suffering. This is wrong. That's why I'm not going to hesitate to let you know your houses are going to be burnt the fuck up. Call Bruce Willis. Ask him, do I deliver? Call the people in Malibu. Ask them, did that guy really come and warn you guys that your house was going to get burnt up? They're going to say, yes, he did. Please, keep his ass in Vancouver. We do not want him to come back to LA. Trust me on that. Wherever I go, fires follow me. A lot of people know that shit. I'm warning you guys. This city has already been targeted. And you all know why. It's because of the grand acceptance that you all had for me. You were so happy to see God living in your city, wasn't you? You called all the police to let them know I was here. Just such a fine welcome for God. Imagine that. It's just so ridiculous. So that's the reason why I wanted you guys to have a chance to hear all the crazy shit I just said. Crazy but true. Okay? So now, God bless America and all that good stuff, you know? Because America needs it. She really does, because she's really tore her ass for all the horrible things she's done to the children of Sekhmet. And Sekhmet is going to get that ass. You can bet. So, it's going to be me, Quasar, and Zenith, and Motorola. And we're going to really, really do some damage. Please believe that. I mean, seriously damage. Whole cities. If you guys don't stop murdering us black people around this planet and give us some jobs and some sustainment for ourselves, we're going to burn up. I don't mean other black people with me. I'm talking about me and two other netters are going to burn up all of your freaking cities if you don't start employing some of these black men on this planet. Fast, too. Right away. You're not going to kill us on our own planet. You out of your freaking mind. So you've been warned. Trust me. You do not. Trust me. You do not want Sekhmet all up that ass. Because she plays for keeps. And she will burn up everything. Even the rocks. Now, I hate to be the one to tell you this, but it's time for all the bullshit to stop. I'm letting you know that, because all this water right here, see something still in that water? Those are the ships I was telling you about. Can drain a whole lake of water and bring it and make it rain on your ass forever. See? Look at this. Nobody knows what these are. You see? You see that? Look at them. I know what they are. You see? Look at that black dot in the middle of the Milky Way. That's the same black dot that I'm going to be putting up you guys' ass that don't want to comply with my mother segment. Please believe that. Now, I'm trying to make y'all understand that this is a beautiful world that we have here. And we need to share it accordingly. Because it is not right for one person to be greedy and hoard everything from everyone else. Look at this. This is smooth. I like this right here. Look at all the water. Ooh, that's so beautiful. I don't know. It's just incredible to see that. They built all that big ship like that.